energy for renewable power, a win-win solution to waste management. Chairman Richard Mills, Asia CEO Events, distinguished co-speakers in this event, honored participants and guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning to all. With the Philippine economy growing steadily over the past 5 years, before the COVID-19 outbreak in early 2020, the demand for energy has been rising rapidly. In 2018, the country's dependable energy supply was at 21,241 megawatts, while total peak demand was at 14,782 megawatts. From 2014 to 2018, the country's total energy consumption was growing at an average of 4.22% per year. Indeed, under a high economic growth scenario, the country's energy requirements are seen to increase fourfold by 2040, or by an average of 5.7% per annum. At the same time, in terms of waste generation, the National Solid Waste Management Commission reported that in 2016, the country generated about 40,000 tons of waste per day. Metro Manila alone generated over 9,000 tons, or close to one-fourth of daily waste in the same year. This year, with COVID-19 pandemic requiring so many PPEs, including masks for everyone, besides consumables in plastic or styrofoam containers, one can just imagine that the tons of waste escalating multifold. While we must meet the power demand to sustain economic growth, we must also find a way to grow without compromising our environment and draining our natural resources. This is a delicate balancing act for the Philippines, a country with a potentially booming tourism industry, still rapidly growing population, apart from facing not a few natural disasters every year. The devastation wrought by the recent string of strong typhoons, Quinta, Rolly, and Ulysses, is a vivid reminder of why we cannot and must not take nature and the environment for granted. For example, we should refer to the encyclical of Pope Francis, Laudato Si, which has to do with or having to honor nature, which is our common home. The Philippine Development Plan 2017 to 2022 distinctly recognizes this and the ecosystem's role in supporting the growth of the economy, as well as the general well-being of the population. The government and concerned NGOs have been working earnestly to preserve the country's environment and natural resources, but much more serious effort is called for. In terms of energy sources, renewable energy and natural gas account for the majority of the country's primary energy supply mix at 39.1% in 2017. While this has been decreasing in the past 5 years, the government has institutionalized policies and programs that will help spur the utilization of renewable energies. The Renewable Energy Act of 2008 is supposed to vigorously support sustainable energy development strategies to reduce the country's dependence on fossil fuels. Regarding solid waste management, the government is expected to strongly enforce the Ecological Solid Waste Management Act of 2000. This promotes the establishment of material recovery and treatment facilities, the closure and rehabilitation of existing dump sites, and the formulation of local solid waste management plans. In addition, the Public-Private Partnership Center, together with the DENR, Environmental Management Bureau Solid Waste Management Division, has drafted a guide for local government units that covers all phases of the solid waste management project cycle and provides an overview of the National Solid Waste Management Strategy. Moreover, NEDA has been working with the Asian Development Bank in formulating the country's sustainable consumption and production framework and action plan. This action plan was launched in September 2019. The plan was designed to be the backbone of green capitalism, where profit maximization and environmental protection will go hand in hand and, in some cases, complementary to each other. Incidentally, sustainable consumption and production is one of the Sustainable Development Goals initiated by the United Nations. This is where the public-private partnership projects can further expand their role, particularly in developing innovative solutions, in implementing and integrating renewable energy and waste-to-energy components in infrastructure and development projects. This is possible since the majority of the waste we produce is biodegradable at around 52% and recyclable at 28%. To date, there are 4 proposed PPP projects in such LGUs as Quezon City, assisted by the PPP Center, Davao, assisted by Japan, Cebu, assisted by ADB, and 1 more in Palawan. With the right support and incentives, more LGUs can be encouraged to get involved in waste-to-energy projects, thereby helping the country further reduce the solid waste it generates. The other resource speakers in this event will be discussing other efficient and effective ways of waste management. We encourage everyone, especially those from the LGUs, private sector and financing institutions, to engage in exchanges of information and experiences. We hope that by the end of this event, we will have gained insights into optimal ways of waste management, including the promotion of waste-to-energy projects to amplify our renewable energy sources. We hope also that this conference will help point to stable financing options to develop and implement effective methods of waste management, including waste-to-energy projects. May this event inspire and motivate everyone to invest more in renewable energy and waste-to-energy projects. Through this path, we can both meet our country's energy demands and provide future generations a clean and healthy environment and nature that is aptly preserved. Thank you and good morning once again.